Hello and a warm welcome to MLC TV News Hour, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the confluence state of Nigeria. I am Matthias Ayodeji Peter. First, the headlines. President Buhari appoints former permanent secretary as new special advisor. Akeredolu clears air on arrest of Kuje prison escapee Idris Ojo. Blinken arrives in Rwanda amid row over M23 rebels. And KOGI State to host National Sports Association for Judiciary Tournament. Now the news in detail. The President Muhammadu Buhari on Wednesday appointed former Permanent Secretary, Ecological Project Office, Dr. HABIBA LAWAL, as Special Advisor to the President's Policy and Coordination. This was contained in a statement signed by the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu. Dr. Lawal will serve as Acting Secretary to the Government of the Federation from April 19, 2017 to October 30, 2017, has since resumed at duties. Before retirement, Dr. Lawal had successfully supervised a team that ensured management, identification, planning and execution of projects to mitigate serious ecological challenges across this country, with commendable results. Lawal also holds a certificate in professional and personal competence in women development from the University of East Anglia, Norwich, Britain. The Lagos State government has disclosed that the state has achieved 80% of revenue in the 2022 budget, which was described as a strong budget performance. The State's Commissioner for Economic Planning and Budget, Sam Egobe, said this on Wednesday during a 5-day consultative forum to prepare for the 2023 budget in Lagos. He said the state achieved 80% of revenue, and this was quite phenomenal, especially considering the challenges the country has faced. In his address, the Special Advisor to the Governor on Economic Planning and Budget, Adebayo Sudade, said the forum will afford them an avenue to update stakeholders on the half-year performance of the budget, the resources available for the annual budget taking into cognizance all economic variables such as the price of oil, inflation, interest rates, and the national security challenges. Lagos State First Lady Claudiana Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu had the pleasure of attending the annual conference of the Association of Primary School Head Teachers of Nigeria, Lagos State Wing, held at the NUT Pavilion Ikeja with the theme Primary Education in Nigeria, Ethical Issues. She said they must appreciate the teachers for their commitment and dedication to the actualization of the objectives of the state government for the education sector in line with the theme's agenda of the administration of Babajide Sanwo-Olu. That education remains the bedrock of the society and learning is undoubtedly an integral part of every individual's life. Teachers, especially those teaching in primary schools, have the responsibility to ensure that the pupils in their care have a solid educational background that will propel them for a successful academic experience both now and in the future. They are therefore admonished to strictly adhere to ethical standards and consistently maintain a positive attitude to work. The attention of Ondo State Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu has been drawn to the announcement of Idris Ojo as one of the attackers of St. Francis Catholic Church, Owo, arrested by the security agencies. In a statement on Wednesday, Akeredolu clears air on the arrest of Kuje prison escapee Idris Ojo, signed by the governor's chief press secretary Richard Olatunde. Governor Akeredolu acknowledged the confusion the statement has created in the public space, considering that the ugly event of June 5th attack in Owo preceded the unfortunate incident on Kuje prison. The governor said there was a mix-up in the announcement by the Chief of Defense Staff, General Lucky Irabo. Governor Akeredolu explained that Idris Ojo, who is number 14 on the wanted list of Kuje prison escapees, was arrested in his brother's house, Jimoh Rashid Ibrahim, in Akure. Governor Akeredolu urged members of the public to remain vigilant and give necessary support to the security agencies and the state. Well-to-do Nigerians have been called on to imbibe the culture of raising less privilege and empowering them in order to reduce poverty among the people. The managing director of Lounge One, a leading entertainment and hospitality industry in Lokoja, Paul Okwenya, gave the charge at the presentation of a wheelchair and startup capital to Saratu Abdullahi and urged citizens not to wait for the government to do all for the people. He used the opportunity to encourage more successful people to also support physically challenged people in the society. Our reporter Faith Abdul-Ghaffar has more.
The Challenge Parental Initiative (CPI) is a non-governmental organization in partnership with Lounge One Hospitality Center. Has donated a wheelchair and a sum of 50,000 naira only to Saratu Abdullahi, a physically challenged, to help cope with the reality of life. The donations, which were made at the premises of Lounge One in Lokoja, has the beneficiary, family and well-wishers who commended the good gesture. The donors challenged Parents Who Initiated CPI Executive Director Eunice Abimbola Agbogun and the Managing Director of Launch One, Paul Nkenya, said their decision to support are born out of a passion. They have nurtured to always be agents of positive change in any environment they found themselves.
If we see the need to impact positively on our society, we take the lead, and that is what we are seeing here today.
Some time ago, just driving around KOGI State roundabout, I saw this young lady crawling on the road and my heart bled. And of course, as a good citizen of KOGI State, a good Nigerian, I felt that something can be done for her. And we immediately, put up the story on our social media handle of our organization to ask the government to support or well-meaning individuals. And today we're glad that someone with a good heart called us and said he was going to support her. And today the plight of this young lady has been changed from crawling on the hot streets of local KOGI State, being vulnerable to car hitting her or anything happening to her, but today her plights have been changed.
They say putting smiles on people's faces as well as empowering them with the little they could is to raise more independent, self-employed youth, because the government cannot do it all.
As corporate organizations, we can do little things to change the life of humanity. She would like to be a tailor, which means she has a talent. And she will love to start business if she can get if she can get a deep freezer. So which means there is ability in this young lady if she's given an opportunity, if she's given an enabling environment. So I believe that there are many more Saratu like her on the street. The only thing they need is an opportunity and a helping hand.
A person with disability is not somebody that cannot do anything for himself. But what the society needs, they should not be stigmatized. We should always find a way to support them and give them the need to live their life positively. And to me, I advise and challenge highly spirited individuals to make a little impact in the life of people around them. It's not necessarily when you are disabled that you are in need or in want. There are people around us, in our own little way, we can change their narrative and impact positively in their life.
Agbogun used the avenue to call on the government, corporate organizations and individuals to come to the aid of a little kid down with a brain tumor at the National Hospital Abuja who need over 18 million naira for surgery.
I'm also using this medium to remind the government and the good people of KOGI State and Nigeria in general that one of our daughters is currently lying helplessly at the National Hospital in Abuja, suffering from brain tumor. And a total of about 18 million is needed to carry out surgery on her in India, because it's been, National Hospital have also said that they cannot handle that case, it's complicated, and they have to take her to India. So timely support could save her life. Nothing is too small and nothing is too big. Let us all come together and save the life of this woman who on a daily basis keep begging to live and make her positive impact in the society.
The beneficiary, Saratu Abdurahi, expressed her happiness in her possible way, thanks the donors for the cash. She promised to justify the support in learning skills to become self-reliant and stop street begging. They stress that people who are physically challenged are not lesser than normal people. The only help you can give to them is to empower them through cash and other support to make them a plus in the society. saying there is always ability in disability. Faith Abdulgafar reporting for MLC TV News.
The National Agricultural Mechanization Cooperative of Nigeria has empowered no fewer than 4,572 residents drawn from the 44 local government areas of Kano State on modern poultry farming. The initiative is part of the cooperative's contribution to the alleviation of poverty in Nigeria, particularly in rural areas, and a subset of NAMCOM Women's Nurturing Beds for Wealth Empowerment Program. Addressing the beneficiaries in Kano, President of NAMCOM, Dr. Aliu Waziri, said the goal of the initiative is to create jobs and uplift the standard of living of the people. On his part, Kano State Coordinator of NAMCOM, Abdulhamid Yakub, said after intensive training, the association will help the beneficiaries to set up their farms. A female beneficiary who could not hide her joy, Mariam Tijani Labaran, said she is grateful to collect all this from the federal government and she is thankful for the empowerment. Another beneficiary, Musa Mohammed, said he is grateful to President Muhammadu Buhari for the opportunity that he has given to them, that it will benefit them now and many years to come. Women Nurturing Beds for Wealth Empowerment Program is designed to empower women and youths in poultry management and entrepreneurship. 60,000 women and youths are expected to benefit from the project nationwide, and the scheme is expected to produce 125 million broilers bed per annum. Dr. Waziri, who has since launched the program in various cities in Nigeria, said the Kano initiative will go a long way in making farming attractive and rewarding to young people. This will curb the challenge of rural-urban migration and, of course, reduce unemployment. If you are just joining us, it's MLC TV News Hour. We'll be right back after the short break. Stay with us.
Get human interest stories right here on MLC TV with entertainment, sports, business, culture, tourism, and fashion news stories all featured on MLC TV. Not forgetting political and current affairs news, state and federal government and people's matters will be discussed regularly on MLC TV. MLC TV, your one-stop online destination for unbiased, accurate news, entrepreneur ideas, and youth matters to the rest of the world. MLC TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone.
Welcome back. Now on politics. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo on Wednesday urged Nigerians to make the right choice during the 2023 general elections. He warned that making the wrong choice in the election may consume the nation. Obasanjo spoke as the special guest of honor at the Wilson Badejo Foundation's 15th annual lecture with the theme Overcoming the Twin Challenge of Poverty and Insecurity in Nigeria, held in Lagos. The former president expressed the hope that if the right choice was made in 2023, the nation may witness progress. He had earlier said that Nigeria has not taken a trifle position because of poverty and insecurity. And now on foreign. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has commended Kenyans for observing peace during the elections. In a statement, he commended the Electoral Commission and Kenya authorities for ensuring that voters were able to exercise freely their right to vote. He has urged politicians and voters to be calm and restrained as they wait for results. More than 65% of the country's 22.1 million voters turned up to vote on Tuesday. The polls body is yet to provide a final turnout figure, but the initial estimates suggest a decline from the 2017 election when 80% of the registered 19 million voters turned out to vote. Provisional results show a tight race for the presidency between the two frontrunners, veteran politician Raila Odinga and Deputy President William Ruto. The electoral body has so far received roughly 99% of the results. The commission is restrained to make final announcements until all physical forms tabulating the presidential results are received and ratified at the National Tallying Center. The commission has 7 days to announce the results. Meanwhile, it is an anxious wait for Kenyans eagerly waiting for the outcome of the presidential race. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has arrived in Rwanda on a highly awaited visit for talks on the country's alleged support to M23 rebels operating in neighboring Democratic Republic of Congo. Blinken is also expected to pressure Kigali to release Paul Rusesabagina, the subject of Oscar-nominated film Hotel Rwanda, whom the U.S. government says is wrongfully detained in Rwanda. Rusesabagina was sentenced to 25 years for terrorism by a Rwanda court last year in what supporters called a sham trial. The U.S. State Department says that in Kigali, Blinken will meet the Rwanda leaders and civil society members on a range of key issues. Replying on Twitter on the expected pressure by the U.S., President Kagame said, "No worries, there are some things that just don't work like that here." Blinken arrived in Kigali on Wednesday night from Kinshasa, where authorities asked the U.S. to sanction Rwanda for supporting the M23 rebels, who now control parts of North Kivu province in Eastern Republic Congo. Rwanda has denied supporting the M23, and the rebels deny claims that they fought alongside Rwanda troops. Over to Jonah Malik for our sports update.
And on sport updates, goals from David Alaba and Karim Benzema gave Real Madrid a 2-0 victory over entrenched Frankfurt and a fifth UEFA Super Cup on Wednesday night. While Frankfurt were dangerous, particularly in the first half, Real Madrid's experience and individual quality saw them through, as it did so often in their victorious 2021-2022 Champions League campaign. Frankfurt fought hard in the closing stages, but Real Madrid were able to dominate the game to win their fifth Super Cup from 8 attempts. The clash in Helsinki's Olympic Stadium was the first time these two sides had met in the European decider since 1960, when Madrid dismantled Frankfurt 7-3 in the European Cup final. Still, Sport from Africa arrangement is on top gear for the commencement of the National Sport Association for Judiciary. In a statement made available to the press by the President National Sport Association of Judiciary, Emeka Ndele, the activities is slated to commence on Wednesday, 21st August 2022 at Lokoja Conference Stadium, and it is expected to last for 10 days. According to the president of the group, the national body of the association settled for the choice of KOGI State as a result of peaceful nature of the confluent states despite nationwide security challenges in which no state is left out. He used the occasion to commend the efforts of the state governor, Yaya Bello, for his proactiveness towards security of life and property, and wished to see a peaceful atmosphere during, before, and after the sports tournament, as more than 400 athletes are expected to converge at the Confluence Stadium, Lokoja, for the sports event. And that's sports update on MLC TV News. I am Malik Jonah reporting. Back to Augusta for more stories.
Thanks for the updates, Jonah. On entertainment, the family of Nollywood actress Ada Ame has released a funeral arrangement. According to the funeral arrangements made by the family, a novelty match and a candlelight service will be held in her honor on Friday, August 19, 2022 in Lagos. This will be followed by another candlelight service in her home state, Benue, on Thursday, August 25th. The remains of the movie star will be interred at her family compound on Friday, August 26th. Ame died on Sunday, July 17, 2022 at the age of 48. According to several reports, the actress was said to have been a guest of an oil company top shot and his family when she suddenly slumped during a gathering. She was reportedly rushed to the NPC hospital in Warri, Delta State, where she was confirmed dead. It will be recalled that a few weeks before her untimely death, the actress revealed that she was going through some mental health issues. The movie star lost her only child back in 2020 after a surgery gone wrong. Ame is one of the most popular actors in Hollywood with a career spanning over 2 decades. She first rose to stardom in the 1996 hit movie Domitila. Ame is also popular for her character as Emo in its drama series The Johnsons. And that's the size of our package today. Join us tomorrow at the same hour to watch our news as we give you updates on happenings within and across the globe. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Malachi TV. Like and follow our Facebook page, MLC TV, Instagram at MLC TV 2021, Twitter at MLC TV 1. For event coverage, information, contribution, advert, and sponsorship, please call any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join us Friday and Saturday to watch our special programs. It's Malachi TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. I am Matthias Ayodeji Peter. Please continue to be your brother's keeper to build a united and peaceful society together. Thank you.